Annika, you want to take it
right.
away?
Walk everywhere you go with your feet tied together, or eat every meal with your hands tied back.
So I have to have my hands tied as I sit to eat,
Yes.
or walk everywhere. I think I go. Oh man, I think I go eat every meal with my hands tied behind my back. I think the other one always is inconvenience for life. Whereas every meal, hands tied to your back, it is tough every time I eat, but it's like, and the way I eat too, it's basically 10 to
only a
10
few
to
times a
15
day.
minutes. I mean, it's tough. There's certain situations that I would go to that would be, but I'm sure I'm allowed to explain it, much like I'd have to explain to people that I walk everywhere with my feet tied together. That's I'm going hands tied behind my back for those reasons.
Okay.
Final answer.
Okay. Final answer.
rough.
Boop. Yeah, soup would be tough. And like a filet mignon. How?
I know.
You'd have to limit your food.
I know. I'm hoping it's a lot of work for Lisa to like cut my meat.
Listen, for better or for worse, that's what Lisa signed up for, you know?
There you go.
Yeah. I'm imagining, I go to a birthday party for Swizz Beats and it's like, it's time to like redeem myself.
Time
and
to
then I
eat.
sit down and then I'm eating with my mouth and it's tough.
Well, okay.
They're like, okay, this is strike two.
So much. All right. All right, here's the next one. Would you rather wear clothes one size too small or wear shoes 3 sizes too big?
Ooh, wow. Another issue here because walking it makes it tough. Clothes one size too small. Interesting. I mean, there are times, like I grew up in the skinny jeans phase, so I don't know. I think if it's anything like that, I'm leaning towards that because all my shoes being 3 sizes. So, all right. So that would be, are we talking half sizes or full?
Well, I was going to give you a life hack.
Okay.
Because I have very small feet. So like I have to wear shoes bigger than I normally would. Lots of socks. You stuff them with socks.
Okay.
Did you think about this? We could,
No, that's huge.
But it's
All
still,
right.
when you're not used to it,
It's not
it would probably
comfortable.
feel like, scuba flippers, I would imagine.
I think I know, but I think now I'm convinced. I think wearing shoes, because like even if it would be like sandals that are too big, you're still like, I would almost rather, I know this is not it, but I'd almost rather my shoes or sandals be bigger than smaller. Mm-hmm. So I think there's a few ways around that, whereas there's not that much around the size, the too small.
Right.
Even though it's just one size, it's just,
It's that little level of
Constant-
uncomfortability. Yeah.
always.
Constant discomfort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
it's probably your underwear too.
Is it-
probably everything. Yeah. Hat.
Oh man.
A tight hat. But I was going to say, we can get some gel inserts, those are a thing.
I'm about it. I think I'm going shoes now. Thank you for that life hack.
You're so welcome. That's what I'm here for. All right. Danica, next one.
Next one. All right. Would you rather have a pet mongoose or have a pet goose?
Ooh, my instinct is goose. I don't know why. That feels so much easier. I love.
They
a goose.
are assholes.
They are.
You're aware.
Right.
But is a mongoose dangerous?
If you're a cobra, yeah.
Yeah, true.
And I am.
They're basically ferrets. They're like the same thing as a mink, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
I imagine they're.
I'm
tiny,
still
but they're
leaning
quick
towards
and-
goose, just because I don't know enough about mongoose. So mongoose are an animal I don't know too much about. So I'm gonna go with a pet goose.
You look like a goose guy to me. I would
think
peg
so
you as a
too.
goose guy,
I would throw a leash on that
Walking your
baby.
goose, yeah.
I had
Little
Granny
harness.
and a goose.
Granny and Goose.
I'd maybe call the goose
Sitcom.
Poppy, so it'd be like Granny and Poppy.
Oh my god, that's a sitcom.
That's sweet.
You can write a song for that. Pitch it to True TV. I'm
Right,
loving
there's,
it.
There's even a dog in this picture. Although I know Granny goes after birds, so this goose Poppy wouldn't last long.
Poor Poppy. All right, here's the next one. Would you rather? Ooh, have all of your favorite songs have a polka backing track,
I don't mind
or
that.
all of your favorite songs played at double speed?
Whew, I think polka backing track is my jam.
Weird
I don't
Al,
think
right?
I would hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Weird Al.
it would probably like be annoying after like later on, but for the first couple times I listened to them, I'm kind of like, well, it's still the song. It just has this thing. Whereas the double speed is instantly annoying.
So let's see. What song would be really fun to be polka-fied that Weird Al hasn't done? Because he's
My
done a
first
lot.
thing that came to mind was for a song was like Hotline Bling. Just feels like it would be a good polka song.
Oh,
You
and
know?
I love that song.
Yeah. I think it would, I'm picturing like that Jack Black movie, The Polka King. He's like, I know when the Hotline Bling, like I think like all that
Yes.
it'd be pretty fun.
Okay, here's my Hotline Bling. When I think of Hotline Bling, okay, and this is why I like it so much. Stay with me, guys.
I'm with you.
Okay, on Halloween, there was this guy that wore a pumpkin head, and he danced to the Ghostbusters theme song. Do you know what I'm talking about? And he was like doing the weird dance in all black with the pumpkin head. So I saw a version where they used Hotline Bling. And so now Hotline Bling reminds me of Halloween, and I love it.
That's nice.
That lives in my mind.
It's not a bad
crazy
song.
place. It's not.
It's a hit.
It's a hit for sure. I think Drake, he could be something. I think he has a career.
It has
could
almost
really
like a
be somebody
bossa
if he
nova
tried.
sample too. It's like that, like one of those things. So I think
Call me on your cell phone.
I think that could work as a polka song.
Okay. I'm curious to see if Weird Al did it. I'm gonna look that up while Danica you the last one.
All right. So, would you rather drive a taxi in Manhattan or be a rickshaw driver in Bangladesh?
I gotta go taxi Manhattan. I mean, instantly. I know the routes. I know like the routes. I should say. I think I mean I could pick people up. I mean, you get like some good stories in there. Taxi cab confession style. I don't know.
Great show.
Yeah, I know that I said earlier that I don't like driving in traffic, but I know New York City traffic so well. Like I know, I'm picturing Manhattan traffic, and it's there. I know ways around it. I mean, there's sometimes you can't decide where you're going, but there's almost a game to it. I don't know Bangladesh, so that's the first thing. You're also putting me, holding a wheel and putting my foot down on a pedal versus. And
if your shoes are 3 sizes too big,
exactly
difficult. Yeah.
I'm already eating with no hands, so it's a tough life. So the rickshaw, I think, that's tough. This is
in shape though.
This is an easy one for me.
Okay.
I gotta go taxi in Manhattan. I mean, it feels like a rite of passage for being a Manhattanite. I feel like, I mean, not everyone does it, but it would. I think everyone's like, what would that be like?
Fair.
I've thought about it.
There's also Cash Cab,
Oh yeah.
and you can do
I could host that. I've hosted HQ Trivia. I could host that.
Look, and then you could also do just the 2 lies and a truth in the cab, but there's just no prizes. Because you don't get actual prizes on that show either. Don't there like checks in the mail?
You still kick them out if they're wrong.
Right. No, you kick them out if they're wrong, but if you win, they give them fake money, and then they take it back from them, and then they mail them a check.
Go ahead and pay me for the
I think
ride.
your ride is free.
Okay. I guess that's a good perk. I'll take a free ride, because it's expensive.
Yeah.
Okay.